In case you don't all know me, I'm Roger Weatherall. I'm the International Coordinator for IAED, and I'm going to serve as the moderator for the session today. I'd like to start today by reading a few words from Taj Hamad, who is the chairman of UPF International. He wanted to participate in this program, but he is involved with the United Nations, and as you know, United Nations is in session at the moment, so he is very busy with that this week. I did read the full message yesterday, but I just wanted to highlight a paragraph here. He says, UPF regularly organizes major international and regional conferences to open space for dialogue, mutual understanding, and practical cooperation. So UPF has created a family of associations, including the International Association for Peace and Economic Development, or IAED, which is this group that is here today. IAED engages leaders to find ways that economic development can become a true engine of peace. IAED is also deeply engaged at the grassroots because we know that peace begins in daily life when families can provide for themselves in dignity. The seeds of conflict give way to the roots of cooperation. That's why IAED strongly supports initiatives such as the United Nations International Day of Peace, which reminds us that economic stability and lasting peace are inseparably linked. And I think that drives a lot of the motivations of the speakers on this program. Yesterday, I'm in the United States in Connecticut, so it's yesterday for me. For you, some of you, it might be this morning. I don't know. We have people from all around the world. Anyway, yesterday we heard from a number of speakers who talked about their own path to business success and the philanthropy that they've been able to engage in as part of that. Today, I think our speakers are looking perhaps a little more academically at some of the economic principles that can be implemented or put into practice. And it's going to be a very interesting program, an engaging program. So please take notes. We'll go through. I'd also like to introduce Alan Jessen, who is the US coordinator for IAED, to say a few words. Alan?
Yeah, thank you, Roger. And again, love to welcome everybody. So the title of the conference today is Toward a Headwing Economy of Freedom, Peace, and Shared Prosperity. And I'd just like to read a quick opening statement on our thoughts. So we live in a fractured world divided into different blocks and viewpoints. I guess we could all agree with that. Yet, it's true the longing for peace and harmony within the human heart is deep and unchanging. So how can we realize a world of freedom and shared prosperity? Where do we start? Well, we would like to offer to start with the introduction of the word headwing, the theme of this conference and the title of a paper written by the conference organizers here at IAED. As the name suggests, headwing philosophy and economics is neither left-wing nor right-wing. Our future economy can be neither overly individualistic nor collectivist. The sovereignty of the human person as a moral agent and the capstone being of God's creation must be respected and held sacred. Yet humans are also social beings, and the collective common good is also a sacred trust where humans interact in economic relations of shared productivity, creativity, and mutuality. Private property is the foundation of a free and productive society where creative effort is rewarded in the interest of building a flourishing economy that provides for the material well-being of its citizens. Yet excessive greed and lust for power are limiting the potential for the common good to develop to the fullest. The highest motives we believe in economic activity must be love for your fellow humans, patriotism for your country, and respect for our Creator. Economics, the study of how the economy functions, is unlike the hard sciences of, say, chemistry and physics. We cannot be satisfied with measuring success by mere mathematical models of GDP growth or even of efficiency. It began as a political economy and is a humane science as it deals with people. Therefore, economics must factor in Aristotle's virtue of justice. Headwing economics is the search for a values-based, justice-driven economy that can deliver on mankind's quest for a world of peace and harmony. Doing otherwise, we will have failed to address the critical global issues, allowing materialism to diminish the value of human life. No economy or economic order is built in a vacuum, but on the foundational values of the culture. No just or sustainable economy will be realized by top-down political will of rulers, global technocratic elites, or even best-intended democratic politics. This conference is a declaration that only as we move forward as a human family to embrace unifying universal values rooted in spiritual and ethical principles will then an economy be constructed to produce a sustainable and harmonious society. Any utopian dreams devoid of alignment with spiritual and moral principles will be fruitless endeavors and likely creating human catastrophe. IAD is committed to leading this conversation, finding like-minded business and economic thought leaders to help further the development of a framework for a values-based, justice-driven economy. Together, let us build a good and beautiful world worthy of God's original ideal and love. And thank you.